Hello, in this video we'll have a look at creating an Agile team. Software development teams across the world have been adopting Agile practices at an astonishing rate over the past few years. It's over 21 years since the Agile Manifesto was signed, and Digital.io have recently published the 15th Annual State of Agile Report. Digital.io's widely recognized and in-depth summary of all things Agile shows that Agile adoption within software teams has increased from 37% in 2020 to 86% in 2021. During this time, all industries were affected by the pandemic. Software companies were no exception. This created process and skills gaps that impacted the ability of organizations to successfully deliver applications. Companies quickly realized the need to identify and address the critical skills needed to drive their business. The increase in Agile adoption during this period shows how Agile has the potential to be a steadying force during this tumultuous period. The respondents to this report described Agile as a way to achieve critical business outcomes. 2/3 of respondents identified managing priorities visibly or alignment between business and IT as seeing the strongest possible impact from Agile adoption. Along with this rapid growth in adoption and the benefits of doing so is the wider issue of implementation. The report goes on to say that the main barriers to full implementation is the inconsistencies in processes and practices. This reflects our experiences at Agile Heuristics, working with a range of companies to refine their Agile processes. Every company implements Agile in different ways, and where there is such a variability in implementation, there is inevitably a lowering of effectiveness. A key consequence of inconsistent implementation is increased resistance to change. Your team, which is made up of a variety of skilled members from different backgrounds, all have their own way of doing things. Arrival of a new member often involves the arrival of a new process. As a result of this, you have competing practices which are highly dependent on a perhaps transient team setup. According to the 15th Annual State of Agile report, the second barrier to adoption is general organizational resistance to change. As you might imagine, this resistance to change comes in part through this wide range of implementations and past experiences. So while Agile methods have been rapidly adopted in industry, there have been significant barriers to ensuring effective implementation. And these barriers mostly stem from the lack of consistency and understanding of Agile principles in practice. Here at Agile Heuristics, we provide companies with complete training on Agile processes and set up each company with a standardized set of templates which guide individuals using lessons diluted from across hundreds of Agile implementations in software product delivery. This structure ensures everyone works effectively as possible and removes the largest impediment to Agile teams, that of inconsistency of practice. Through this, the resistance to change is removed as Agile Heuristics works with teams to refine their day-to-day working practices and bring everyone under the Agile umbrella.